yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Packing nobody knew.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside. Moments ago when the Vikings were introduced. Football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 57. Check back.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 78 yards. And they are able. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Being chased out left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Check, block 54. Target. Bring up 48. Check 52.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and they've still got 3 quarters to go.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Hey, we're good. Bravo.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught.
Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 3rd down. It's Cook, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check. Crunch. 300. -50. Recon, 132 fighter.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 22, Cousins.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, they run with Madison. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He'll find Metcalf. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Carson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check this.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Watch the safety creep. Hey, watch. Hey, 382, last 50.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, Carson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 37 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, check 24.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Seahawks 48-yard line.
They can't hang with us.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 33. General West.
A first down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Got double time. Double 48.
Hatchet.
Listen to me.
To throw, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Cook. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run again with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
36 power.
They go play action with Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Check 21.
Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. This is Carson. And Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the eye. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Take him down. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Cook. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off.
so hot, no